You are welcome to online tutorials with Eternity the Schoolboy. Today we are going to take a look at mathematics. Here on the board I have a question from one of my students. The question says, express 2 root 2 minus root 3 over 2 root 2 plus root 3 in the form a plus b root c. A plus b root c. This question talks about SURD. This question is from the topic SURD. And looking at the question, there are two things we should have in mind here. For us to be able to solve this question, we should have in mind conjugate SURD and the rationalization of a SURD. Conjugate SURD and the rationalization of what? SURD. Now, because the SURD is a binomial SURD, for us to rationalize this SURD, we use the conjugate of the what? Denominator, for us to be able to do what? Rationalize it. You know, it's different from just a SURD in this form, a over root b. This one just use the denominator, root b, to multiply the numerator, root, and the what? Denominator. But in this case, this is a binomial SURD. So for us to rationalize this, we need to use the what? The conjugate SURD of the what? Denominator. And what are conjugate SURDs? Conjugate SURDs are SURDs that their product gives what? A rational number. Conjugate SURD are in this form: root a plus root b. Conjugate SURD of this root a plus root b is root a minus root b. If you multiply these two, they'll give you what? A rational number. Now, with this at the back of our mind, let us now solve this question. Excuse me. With this at the back of our mind, let us now solve this question. Okay, let's go. Now, we multiply the numerator and the denominator. You know, we still don't know what gives us this form. The only thing we can do now is to rationalize this SURD. That's why we are using rationalization. Having rationalized this SURD now, we then know if it to give us a SURD in this form. Now, as I said before now, to rationalize this form, this SURD, we multiply the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate of this what? Denominator. Now let's go. 2 root 2 minus root 3 all over what? 2 root 2 plus root 3. Let us now multiply the numerator, 2 root 2 minus root 3 over 2 root 2 minus root 3. As you can see now, we are now multiplying the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate of the what? Denominator. Because conjugate of this denominator is 2 root 2 minus root 3. That's why we are multiplying the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate of what? This. So this, we will multiply this out and see what it will give us. Now let's go. We use this 2 root 2 to multiply this first. We have this now equal to what? 2 root 2 bracket 2 root 2 minus root 3. We use this minus root 3 to multiply this as well. We have minus root 3 bracket 2 root 2 minus root 3. Let's do the same for the what? Denominator. We use this 2 root 2 to multiply this. We have 2 root 2 bracket 2 root 2 minus root 3. Then we use plus root 3 to do the same. Plus root 3 bracket 2 root 2 minus root 3. Now let's go. 2 root 2 times 2 root 2. Let us just multiply it out straight without wasting time. Let's go. You use 2, you use root 2 to multiply 2. It will give you what? 4. We used root 2 to multiply root 2. Root 2 times root 2 will give you what? 2. So remember that 2 times 2 is 4. That means 2 times 4 is what? 8. So that means 2 root 2 times 2 root 2 will give you what? 8. So we have what? Equal to 8 minus 2 root 2 times root 3. The coefficient of root 3 here is 1. So 2 times 1 is 2. But root 2 times root 3 is root 6. That means we have 2 root 6. Good. 2 root 6. Then let's open this bracket too. We now have here is minus root 3 times root 2. Coefficient of this root 3 here is minus 1. So minus 1 times 2 is minus 2. Then we have minus 2. Root 3 times root 3 will give you root 6. So we have root 6. Now let us multiply this again. Minus root 3 times minus root 3. Minus times minus will give you plus. Then root 3 times root 3 will give you what? 3. We have 3. All over. Now let's do the same here. The same thing happens here. 2 root 2 times root 2. 2 root 2 times root 2 will still give you what? 8. Because 2 times 2 is 4. Root 2 times root 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4 is 8. So here is also what? 8. The same thing here. 2 root 2 times minus root 3 will still give you what? Minus, because 2 times minus 1 is minus 2. Root 2 times root 3 is root 6. So we have root 6. Now let's open this bracket too. Plus root 3 times 2 root 2. Coefficient of plus root 3 is plus 1. So plus 1 times this coefficient times 2 is plus what? 2. We have plus 2. Root 3 times root 2 will give us root 6. So we have root 6. Now let's talk about, let's multiply this one out. This is coefficient of this plus root 3 is plus 1. While coefficient of minus root 3 is minus 1. So plus 1 multiply minus 1 first to give us minus 1. So we put minus. Then root 3 times root 3 will give us what? 3. So we have minus what? 3. Now let us now collect like terms. As you can see here now, this 3, 8 and 3 are like terms. So 8 plus 3 will give us what? 11. Minus root 6 minus root 6 are like terms. So let us get the difference. Minus root 6 minus root 6. This is the same thing as saying minus 2, as in similar expression. Minus 2x minus 2x. In that case now, you bring out x, you now have what? Minus 2 minus 2. Everything will now be what? Minus 2 minus 2 will be minus 4. We have minus 4x. Taking this root 6 to be s, that means you can also have minus 2 root 6 minus 2 root 6. Bringing root 6 out, we have something like this. Minus 2 minus what? 2. So minus 2 minus 2 is what? Minus 4. Times this root 6. becomes minus what? 4 root 6. So this will give us minus 2 root 6 minus 2 root 6 will give us what? Minus 4 root 6. Now let's go to the denominator. Let's collect like terms again. 8 minus 3 is what? 5. So we have 5 here. Then minus root 6 plus root 6. They will cancel out because minus root 6 is it not saying root 6? Sorry, I mean minus 2 root 6 plus 2 root 6. Is it not saying plus 2 root 6 minus 2 root 6, which is what? 0. So this will cancel what? This out. So this is the answer we have. So now, remember we are told to express it in this form. A plus what? B what? Root 6. If you look at this thing now, expressing it in this form now, we have something like this. For us to express it in this form, what do we do? This thing now is now saying 11 over 5 minus 4 root 6 over what? 5. Yes. So the thing is now in this form. 11 over 5 minus 4 root 6 over what? 5. They are in the same form. They are what? In the same form. Let me clean the board properly so I can express it better. Let me clean the board from here. Now, we arrived at this point that 11 minus 4 root 6 over what? 5, which is that now saying 11 over what? 5 minus 4 root 6 over what? 5. Is it now saying 11 over 5 minus 4 over 5 root what? 6. Yes. In this form, remember this form, A plus what? B what? Root 6. Root C. So here now it's clear that A is what? 11 over what? 5. B is what? Minus 4 over what? 5. While C is what? 6. So to express this in this form, this is the answer. This is the answer. 11 over 5 minus 4 over 5 root 6. Minus 5 over 4 over 5 what? Root 6. Alright, thank you very much for your attention. If you have any question, feel free to chat me up on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp line is on the screen. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. The name is Farmeternity the Schoolboy. You can also follow me on Facebook. The name is still Farmeternity the Schoolboy. See you next time.